give them the big hand. These are the future players and cheerleaders at DHS.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Dalton Pennington, and we are here for Doniphan Dons football, where they are set to do action tonight with the Fredericktown Blackcats. The Blackcats roll into town, and they're going to do action tonight with the Dons at Brummett Stadium at Griffin Field. Both teams on the year are going to be 1-6. Once again, I'm Dalton Pennington, and I'm filling in for Keith Bowman tonight, who had a commitment. So we're going to see how this goes. I've got a little bit of a sore throat, and I'm not super experienced at this, so I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope it goes pretty smooth tonight, and we'll see how things go. If you're just now tuning in for the first time in a couple weeks, you've missed that the Doniphan Dons have picked up their first win in program history in the last 40 years. So this new town, this new team that has been placed together after almost 40 years of no football has picked up their first win, and they did that last week against the Chaffee Red Devils by a score of 19-0. So once again, the Dons are going to be 1-6 coming in tonight, as well as Fredericktown, also 1-6. Got to looking at the schedules, and I would think that the Dons have probably played a little bit tougher schedule up to this point. They've played some state-ranked teams and picking up some of their losses. Fredericktown, those played no slouch of a schedule either. They started the year with Kennett, and they picked up a loss there. Their one win comes against Herculaneum with a big score of 34-0. They've taken losses to teams like Park Hills, Perryville, Potosi, DeSoto, and St. John. Tonight is senior night for the Doniphan Dons, so sometime this will be the last home game for several of our seniors. I do believe we have 8 seniors that are going to get to do some action tonight for the Dons. Talked to Coach Stout earlier this week, and he said Fredericktown is going to be a pass-heavy team, not necessarily pass-first, but they are going to have a lot of pass plays, and so the Dons are going to have to do a good job tonight of switching gears, because last week Chaffee threw 2 passes for the entire game. So the Dons are going to have to kind of switch gears here, switch defensive mindsets, and they're going to have to go to more of a pass prevent defense. They're going to have to do a good job keeping those receivers in front of them, do a good job of batting the ball down tonight in order to stay in this ball game. Fredericktown, looking at their scores for some of the games that they've played, they average anywhere probably around about 3 touchdowns a game. So the Dons are going to have to put up some points in order to stay in this game tonight. Team captains are in midfield. Look like the Dons are going to go ahead and receive, and they've elected to receive that. So when we get kicked off here in about 2 minutes, the Doniphan Dons will score. This year, Keith and I have been doing a lot of talking. We've always looked for the positives. What have the Dons done well moving forward, and what were the positives that came from each game? Picking up their first win last week, you've got to think that the positive we're looking for is, can that momentum carry over from last Friday night into this Friday night, and the Dons come out and be competitive here after picking up their first win in nearly 40 years. All right, starting lineups for the Doniphan Dons are going to be starting number 2, senior Gavin Thompson, number 11, Alex Harris, Ben Rule, number 16, number 17, Alonzo Rios, number 28, senior Jordan White, number 32, Tristan LaRue, 33, Trey Mills, number 45, Nolan Zerwanka, senior number 51, Scott Hall, number 53, Dylan Hall, 65, senior London Woods, 69, senior Keithan Morgan, 74, Dawson Bishop, 76, Eli Burke, and number 83, senior Mason Day.
We're about ready to go, ladies and gentlemen. Seconds away from...
All right, here we go. We're about ready for kickoff. Number 34, Joseph Price, has it teed up. And waiting for the clock to have to reset here. And we're going to let the clock wind down. Had getting started just a tad bit early. It looks like Joseph White has it teed up. Joseph Price has it teed up. Jordan White back to receive. That's going to be a short kick. It's going to be picked up by Nolan Zerwonk at about the 45. He's going to run around. He's going to pretty much stay right at the 45. Ran that ball left to right instead of north and south there. And he's going to pick that ball up at about the 45, and it's going to go ahead and stay at about there. We're going to see what exact spot he gets. And it looks like they're going to spot that ball at about the 38.
First quarter of action.
And let's see who Coach Stout has decided to start at quarterback tonight. Looks like it's going to be Jordan White. He's going to start out of the shotgun. Alex Harris on his right. He's going to hand the ball off to Alonzo Rios. He's going to cut inside, not have anywhere to go, and he's going to be stood up right at the line. And he may have lost a yard there on the carry.
And off to Alonzo Rios.
And they're going to give him a gain of about 1 on his forward progress.
That's going to make it 2nd and 9 for Doniphan.
That's going to put the ball at 2nd and 9 on about the 39-yard line. White's going to come under center. Nolan Zerwonka wide right. Rios goes into motion. He's going to be a pitch to Rios. Got the right side, picking up a block. He's going to cut it back inside. He's going to gain looks like about 6 yards there, depending on the spot. And he's going to move that ball to about the 48 or 49. They're going to spot it at the 48. And that's going to make it, about 3rd and 2. A good run there by Rios. Tried to take the corner, wasn't there, picked up a good block on the outside, and is going to cut it back in for a good gain. Ben Rule's going to run in the play. He's going to be wide left. White's going to come up under center. It's going to be a handoff to Harris. He's going to run it straight up the gut, and he's going to push. That line's going to move forward, and I think they're going to pick up the first down there, depending on the spot. Looks like they're going to put that on the 50, and they are going to give him the first down. So a great job by Alex Harris there, just getting in behind his line and pushing forward. If you haven't watched a whole lot of Doniphan football, you know that we have a tendency to switch up our quarterbacks. And here lately, it seems the offense has done a lot better with Harris in that fullback, halfback position. And the Dons are doing a great job with Jordan White. White comes under center. It's going to set Rios into motion. It's going to be a little misdirection. The ball's going to go to Trey Mills. Got a guy, he's going to sidestep one, drag a defender, and he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. So that's going to make it 2nd and 10, and the Dons are going to have the ball on their own 50 or on the 50-yard line.
He was able to get 1 yard before he was brought down by a host of Blackcats.
Once again, if you're just now joining us, the Doniphan Dons are doing battle tonight with the Fredericktown Blackcats. Both teams are sitting on 1-6. One team is looking to pick up their 2nd win of the season. The Dons did pick up their first win in over 40 years last Friday night against the Chaffee Red Devils. White's going to be in shotgun this time. Ball snap, fake handoff to Rios. White rolls right, got a defender chasing him. He's going to throw, and that ball's going to be picked off at about the 45-yard line. He's going to pick it up to 50, and he's going to move it to the other 45. And Fredericktown is going to be threatening here with the ball on the Doniphan Dons 45-yard line. They're actually going to spot it at about the 47.
That's going to bring up 1st and 10 for Fredericktown.
So Fredericktown now is going to have the ball. It's going to be 1st and 10. Ball in between the 48 and 47-yard line. Burrows is going to take the snap and is going to hand it off to, let's see who that is. Number 2. Looks like Malachi Kyle.
Number 2, Malachi Kyle, the ball carrier.
Malachi's going to do a great job there, and he's going to push that pickup of about 8 yards. And Fredericktown now is going to be about 2nd and 2 on the 40-yard line. Burrows is going to be in shotgun. Malachi lined up behind. Burrows is going to keep it. He's going to push straight through. He's going to hit the wall of Don's defenders and make his way through. And he's going to push that just about 3 or 4 yards past the first down marker. And Fredericktown's going to get a new set of downs and make it 1st and 10. Ball on the 34-yard line.
Get her across. Set up for first down.
So our scouting report of pass heavy has not been the case in the first 2 plays of the game. We'll see if Fredericktown goes to the air here with a new set of downs. Threatening to score here early in the first quarter. Burrows takes the snap. He is going to pass. He throws right. He's got a little screen pass. It's going to get a block. He's going to get the ball out to the 20, and that's going to be down to almost the 16-yard line. Number 13, that's Reese Francis. Little slight screen pass right out to the right. He's going to dump it out, and Reese is going to do a good job of moving that ball forward.
Another first down for Fredericktown.
And that ball's going to be placed on about the 17-yard line. Burrows in shotgun. Kyle's going to be lined up behind him. Sets Flanagan in motion. He's going to pitch out to Kyle. Kyle's going to take it left. He's going to be hit, but he's going to break that tackle. He's got the first down. He's looking to score. He's going to get stopped by Don's defender on the far side, but that ball's going to end up being spotted probably about the 2nd-yard line is what it looks like.
Good game by Fredericktown. They're going to set the ball on about the 2-yard line. That's going to be 2.
That's going to make it 1st and goal for the Fredericktown Blackcats, threatening to score here early in the first with 7:43 left on the clock. Burrows is going to be in shotgun. Malachi lining up behind. He's got 4 receivers out, 2 on the left, 2 on the right. Burrows takes the snap, hands it off to Malachi. Malachi jukes right, goes left, and scores. That's going to be a 6-0 lead early here in the first quarter with 7:26 left on the clock as Malachi Kyle is going to run that in for an easy touchdown. I don't know that the Don's got a single hand on him. He kind of juked right, went left, found a big hole, and was able to get the 6. Looks like Fredericktown's going to go for, they're going to kick the point, the extra point. Looks like Burrows is going to hold. Number 5, Skylar Holland, is going to do the kicking for the Blackcats. Burrows holds. It's up, and they're going to say it's no good. It's going to be wide right.
No good.
So that's going to keep our score 6-0 here in the first quarter with 7:26 left to go in the first. We're going to take a 30-second pause, and we'll be back shortly.
Born to be wild? Well, don't let higher fuel prices put a damper on your fun. Get to Countryside Chevrolet in Doniphan today for a more fuel-efficient vehicle and let your wild side ride. Countryside has new vehicles that get more than 30 miles per gallon. Find out about flex fuel technology and check their great lineup of program and late model pre-owned vehicles. Ripley County's largest Chevrolet dealer is Countryside Chevrolet in the Hillcrest Plaza, Doniphan. Chevrolet, an American revolution.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here at Brummett Stadium at Griffin Field where the Fredericktown Blackcats have jumped out to a 6-0 lead early here in the first quarter. That was a pretty good drive put together by the Blackcats. I'm going to say that was somewhere in the ballpark of 5. Going to pick that touchdown up on a 2-yard run, untouched, as he picks up the 6. Number 30, Joseph Price has it teed up. He's going to put it in the air. It's going to be fielded by Jordan White at about the 20. White comes out, runs it left, picks up a block. He's going to spin, and he's going to find his way all the way to about the 35-yard line, so about a 15-yard return there for Jordan White to get us started here on the Doniphan Dons' second drive of the night.
1st and 10 for Doniphan as they start their drive.
So the Dons are going to get it just shy of the 35-yard line. Nolan Zerwanka is going to run in the play for the Dons. Jordan White has been the quarterback tonight. We'll see if Coach Stout switches it up. He is not. He's going to stick with Jordan White, but this time White's going to take the ball out of the shotgun. Sets Rios in motion, fakes the handoff, gives it to Harris. Harris goes left. He's going to find a hole He's going to pick up about 3 yards on the carry.
He was able to bring the ball down about.
The Dons are going to be a run-heavy team. I think we threw last week against Chaffee about 5 passes total. One of them was picked off for an interception. The Dons are going to have to do a good job. We had 2 fumbles last week and an interception. The Dons picked up one of those fumbles, but did have the 2 turnovers against Chaffee. We've got to clean that up tonight, and the Dons have to put some good drives together and pick up a lot of first downs against this Fredericktown team who is pretty much outsizing the Dons. Wide under center. Is going to hand it off to, looks like Gavin Thompson, I believe. Nope, that is going to be number 33, Trey Mills. Mills is going to do a good job, a second effort to pick up a yard. And for the most part, that run was stopped right at the line. That second effort from Mills did get probably a pickup of about 1. That's going to make it about 3rd and 4. Dons are going to have the ball on the 41-yard line. White comes under center. Sets Rios in motion. Pitches it out to Rios. A little handoff, little misdirection. He's going to hand that back out to Trey Mills. Mills does a good job again. A little bit second effort to dive forward, but he's going to be short of the first down by about a yard and a half.
Brought down by number 27.
And that tackle was made by number 27, Hunter Hennon. It looks like the Dons are going to go for it here, 4th and short, with a ball
Ladies and gentlemen, Doniphan's going to go for it
on their own 44-yard line. Guy needs to gain about 2. We've seen the Dons do a quarterback keep here. Let's see what happens. He's going to hand it off to Harris. Harris is going to push. It's going to be close. I don't know if he's going to get the spot. One judge says he does.
Waiting for the indication from the officials.
Still waiting for the indication from the officials. They're going to give the Dons the first down. It looks like Harris was able just to get the nose of the football across the first down marker. That was close. Gutsy call by Coach Stout to go for it in his own territory. 4th and 2 there. But Harris does a good job. He averages 2.5, 3 yards a carry. And he was good for his 2 there. Wide out of shotgun. He's going to look left. He's going to pass it over to Nolan Zerwanka. Screen pass, not a whole lot of place to go, but Nolan is going to bull 3 defenders, and he's going to pick up about 2 or 3 yards there. Just sheer effort from Nolan Zerwanka to turn that pass right at the line of scrimmage into a gain of about 2 or 3. That's going to make it about 2nd and 7. Dons trying to get across that 50-yard line over into Fredericktown territory. .439 left to go in the first quarter, 6-0 here. Wide out of shotgun, sets Rios into motion. He's got 3 receivers out. Mills is going to take the ball, and it's going to be a big loss. And Mills rolled right there, trying to get a opportunity to pass there, maybe a straight run. And he's going to lose big yardage there, as the Dons were knocking at about the 50-yard line, and now they're going to have the ball in about the 44. That's going to be a loss of about 10. That's going to make it 3rd and 12. Dons would like to pick up 4 or 5 here. Make that opportunity to go for it on 4th down a little bit less threatening. If they can get it to about the 50-yard line here. Mills in motion. Harris looks. He's going to throw. He's got Mills wide open. That ball's going to be caught on the 40-yard line, and the Dons are going to pick up the first down. And a good pass. That's going to be a gain of about 19 yards. That ball was snapped to Alex Harris out of the shotgun. Mills runs a little out route. He runs up about 10 or 12 yards and then cuts straight to the sideline. Fredericktown playing in the zone. One guy stayed back, and Mills broke that middle. The guy that was playing back did not step up there and pick up Mills, and Mills was able to catch that and pick up a gain of about 2 or 3 yards after the catch. White sets Rios in motion. Oh, it's going to be a pitch to Rios. Ball on the ground. Who's going to come up with it? It looks like Fredericktown is going to pick that ball up on the 45-yard line. Dons and the turnovers have really been an issue this year. That situation right there. White was under center, turned and pitched it to Rios, who was in motion. Rios bobbles it. Ball hits the ground, and it just started rolling around, and the Dons were not able to fall on that one. And Fredericktown is going to take over on about the 45-yard line. Dons need to stiffen up here defensively. Burrows in shotgun. He's going to take the ball. He's going to pitch it to Kyle. Kyle's going to be hit in the backfield. He's going to be stood up, and that was a great job. It looked like number 28, number 28, Jordan White gets in the backfield and caused Malachi to have to cut back to the center, and he was met by Rios, and that's going to be a loss of about 4, as Fredericktown is going to be about 2nd now and 14 to go. The ball at about the 41-yard line. Fredericktown's pass-heavy team look for him to throw here. Burrows in the shotgun. He's got 4 wide receivers. He's got 3 left, 1 right. Malachi in the backfield. Burrows is going to throw into the flat. That's going to be short. That ball is not going to be live. He's going to say it was a forward pass there. And that's going to make it now 3rd and 14. The Dons need a big stop here. Like to think Fredericktown is probably going to pass again here with 3rd and long.
3rd and 15 for Fredericktown.
For Fredericktown, in comes number 27, Hunter Hinton. Fredericktown's going to have 4 out again. Going to have 3 on the left, 1 on the right. Burrows out of shotgun. Malachi behind. Burrows is going to roll left. He's looking for a receiver. Can't find anybody. Steps up and throws. That ball was tipped by number 10. It was intended for Flanagan. That ball was thrown a little bit behind Flanagan, and it tips up and almost intercepted by one of the Dons defenders. But that's going to be 4th and 15 now. 4th and 14. We're going to see what happens here. We're going to see if Fredericktown's going to go for it. It looks like the punter is coming on. Burrows has come off. And back to do the punting duty, I believe that's number 27, Hunter Hinton. Long snap to Hinton. Hinton kicks it at about the 30. He gets into this one. That ball's going to be, it's going to be muffed by Trey Mills. Mills is going to have to pick it up. That ball was, he's going to take a big run for it. I thought he was going to be down early. Mills still on his feet, kept going there. That could have been a costly mistake by the Dons, but Mills does a great job of being an elusive runner there and is going to be able to stay on his feet. Hinton kicked that from Fredericktown's 30 all the way down to the Dons' 25. It hit Mills right off the shoulder pad, goes behind him, and Mills does a good job of picking that up and actually moving it from about the 20, and he's going to move it all the way back up to just shy of the 35-yard line. So what could have been a huge mistake there for the Doniphan Dons is not as bad. It's only going to be a gain of about 5 from where Mills originally touched it, but could have been a lot worse for the Dons. 1st and 10, wide under center. Going to set Rios in motion again. He's going to hand it off to Rios. Rios got a big hole on the right side. He's still on his feet. He's trying to break the last defender and is not able to break that tackle, but is going to move it out to about the 50 or the 48-yard line. So a great run by Alonzo Rios there. That's about a 15-yard run for him.
Now we're in Fredericktown territory.
The Dons are now moved it over onto the side of the 50-yard line. He's now moved it into Fredericktown territory. 2:14 left to go here in the first quarter. The Dons 1-10 on about the 47-yard line. We're going to take a 30-second pause as someone has called a timeout. I'll try to find out. It looks like Fredericktown, with the way those boys are getting yelled at by head coach Chuck Ford. It looks like it's going to be the Fredericktown timeout. We're going to take a 30-second pause, and we'll be back shortly.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're for the Missouri way of life. We're for worrying less about the what-ifs and more about the why-nots. We're for checking off your bucket list and then making a new one. For starting a family, a business, a tradition. And if you find yourself starting over, we're here for that too. We're for building a life in Missouri and then going out and living it. And when it comes to making sure everything you've built is protected, we're for you.
I am Doug Green, your Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and if you're in Ripley County, I've got you covered.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back after the timeout. The Doniphan Dons are going to have the ball on about the...
And flag on the play with a great effort by Harris to get that extra yardage. And the penalties against Fredericktown, they call a face mask. That's going to help that great run just done by Doniphan. We're going to place the ball
And that's going to move the ball up to Fredericktown's 35. So the Dons have something cooking here while they're trailing 6-0 with 1 minute and 50 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. If the Dons can prevent a turnover here, they're moving the ball extremely well against this Fredericktown defense.
Harris, the ball carrier, able to gain a few yards before he's met by a host of Fredericktown players.
Taking 3 or 4 Fredericktown defenders to bring him down, and I kind of alluded to that at the beginning of the game. The Dons were struggling a little bit offensively with Harris as quarterback, and it wasn't a knock against Alex in any shape, form, or fashion. The Dons have just been so much better offensively with Harris and Rios, that threat in the backfield, and it's been a great tandem.
Rios, the ball carrier, able to make some gain. And it looks like it's going to bring up 3rd down and 3 for Doniphan. They keep moving towards the goal line.
Ben Rule's going to come off. Nolan Zerwalka's going to run the play in. Gives the play to Jordan White. Dons are going to come to the football. 3rd and about 3. This is definitely fourth down territory for the Dons, so they're going to have 2 plays to pick up 3 yards. Let's see what they do. White under center. Sets Mills into motion. He's going to hand off to Mills. Mills is going to go and be hit in the backfield, and they're going to say that ball is going to back all the way up, and that's going to be a loss of about 6 yards for the Dons. Oh, no, they're going to give him a good spot there. The Dons are going to luck out, and they're going to re-spot that ball at about the 32-yard line. It is going to be a loss of about 2.
Quarter's over.
And we have the end of the first
And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. The Dons did drive it down in Fredericktown territory. It is 4th down territory, but it's going to be, instead of 4th and 3, the Dons are looking at 4 and 6 after Trey Mills is going to pick up a loss of about 3 there. As the referees move the football, we're going to take about another 30-second pause. We'll be back to start second quarter action here in another 30 seconds.
The phone booth is your one stop for all your cell phone needs. The phone booth now offers Total Wireless, where you can get unlimited talk, text, and 5 gigs of data for only $35 a month. Need to add more phones to your account? Not a problem. Family plans are also available. You can manage your account in person or online at tpbooth.com. Come see the phone booth next to Subway in Doniphan for all your cell phone needs.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here with second quarter action as the Doniphan Dons have done a good job of moving the football against the Fredericktown Blackcats, but they're having to make a big play here, 4th and 6. White, I'm not quite sure what happened there. It looked like Fredericktown did a good job of getting in the backfield. That's just going to be a turnover on downs because I think White's going to try to keep that. I don't know if the running back he was trying to hand that off to wasn't there or what. I wouldn't think 4th and 5, 4th and 6th that the Dons would have tried a quarterback keeper there. But White is going to be sacked behind the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be turnover on downs, and Fredericktown is going to get this ball on their 38-yard line. Dons did a much better job on Fredericktown's second drive of the game, and were able to have Fredericktown punt there. Burrows back in the shotgun, hand it off to Kyle. Kyle's going to be hitting the backfield. He's still on his feet, though. He's going to be wrapped up and tackled by, let's see, number 32, I believe who that was for the Doniphan Dons. That's going to be Tristan LaRue is going to pick up the tackle there. That's going to be, he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be about it. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 here. Once again, we've just rolled over into the second quarter where the Doniphan Dons trail the Fredericktown Blackcats by a score of 6-0. 11:24 on the clock left in the second quarter. Burrows sends his boys to the line of scrimmage. He's going to be back in shotgun. He's going to have 3 receivers out with Malachi Kyle in the backfield. Burrows takes the snap. He's going to be looking past the whole way. He looks left. He's got a man deep at about the 45. That ball is going to be batted down by number 2, Gavin Thompson. Thompson looked like he was awfully handsy there. Dons may have got away with one, but that's going to make it 3rd and 10. Once again, we talked earlier in the game that Fredericktown Blackcats are going to be a pass-heavy team. And so I'd like to think 3rd and 10, they're going to look to go back in the air. The Dons have done a great job since that first drive, starting the second drive, of keeping Malachi Kyle kind of neutral in the backfield. Fredericktown's going to send 3 receivers out, 2 on the right, 1 on the left. Kyle in the backfield. Burrows takes the snap. He's going to pass a screen pass. It's going to be tipped by number 28 of the Doniphan Dons, Jordan White, and that is going to be 4th and 10 now. And it looks like number 25. Let's see what happens here. Looks like 25 and 27, Hunter Hennon. I do believe that means Fredericktown is going to punt here.
Looks like they're going to punt back to receive for Doniphan.
Dons do a great job cleaning up some mistakes that they made on that first drive where Fredericktown was able to pick up a score in about 6 plays. The Dons do a much better job on the second and third drives tonight of standing Fredericktown up. Hennon's going to kick. That ball's kicked extremely well. It's going to be fielded at the 35 by Trey Mills. Trey Mills is actually going to lose a yard. You don't see that happen very often, but Mills slipped right at about the 35 and was unable to get any traction going, and then was met by 2 or 3 Fredericktown Blackcats, and Mills is going to lose a yard from where he actually fielded that on the 35. They're going to spot it at about the 34, and the Dons are going to take over with a new set of downs here with 10:52 left to go in the second quarter. Once again, if you're just now joining us, the Doniphan Dons trail by a score of 6-0. And are doing a great job defensively of keeping Fredericktown off the field after that first drive. Let's see if the Dons can answer. White's going to take the ball. He's going to hand it off to Harris. Harris is going to be stood up immediately, and he's going to be hit behind the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be a loss of about 3. That's going to make it about 2nd 12. I apologize. Going to lose about 2 yards there.
Met at the line by a host of Fredericktown players.
Harris has done a great job of running the football tonight, and I think Fredericktown's going to pick up on that. I think they're going to they've noticed that it's taken about 2 or 3 defenders to bring him down, so I'm sure he's got 2 or 3 guys watching him at all times. Harris is going to move to quarterback. He's going to take the snap out of the shotgun. He's going to look to pass over the middle, and I'm not quite sure who that was intended for. As that little screen pass, it looks like Nolan Zerwanka was the one that was actually downfield, had a host of linemen. The Dons pretty much just gave up and let Fredericktown run straight through the line there, trying to open up that little short pass right over the middle. And Fredericktown does a great job to hurry Harris there, and Harris is going to make a errant throw, and it's not going to be completed, and that's going to keep it 3rd and 12. Looks like the Doniphan Dons are going to call a timeout there. I was a little long-winded, so I think we're just going to stay here for the game and not take us a little pause here, so we're just going to stay here. Once again, if you're just now joining us and you've lived under a rock the last week or so, the Doniphan Dons picked up their first win in program history, or not program history, I should say, in over 40 years with this new team that is now taking the field here at Brummett Stadium at Griffin Field. And so they were able to pick up a win last week against the Chaffee Red Devils by a score of 19-0. The Dons are looking for that first home win, and it seems like they're in a great spot here and match up pretty evenly for the most part against the Fredericktown Blackcats, where our score is 6-0 with 10-12 left to go here in the second quarter. Dons have done a great job defensively. Let's see if we can get the offense moving here. Long way to go, 3rd and 12. Harris is going to take the ball out of shotgun. Nope, that's going to be Jordan White out of shotgun. White takes the snap. He's going to pitch it back to Trey Mills. That ball is going to be dropped, picked up by Nolan Zerwanka, and that's going to be a huge loss as the Dons are going to be back all the way at about the 22-yard line, and that's going to make it 4th and almost unmanageable. I would almost bet Coach Stout punts here. We have seen him go and try to pick up a fourth down conversion already in his own territory, but 4th and 25 is just about unmanageable for the Dons, so the Dons are going to have to kick it away, and that's going to be Alonzo Rios doing the kicking duties for the Dons. There are some nights where Rios kicks it 30, 45 yards, and there's some times that it goes 30, 45 yards straight up in the air. Let's see what we get. Fredericktown looks slightly confused. They're going to have to take a timeout. We've got 3 guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Had 13 guys on the field. That might have been part of the problem. And that's going to force Fredericktown to take their second timeout here in the second quarter with 9:24 left to go. We're going to take a 30-second pause, and we'll be back shortly with more Doniphan Dons football.
Your local Sonic Drive-In in Doniphan is proud to sponsor this year's football games on KYEC. It's happy hour anytime at Sonic. Get half-price drinks and slushes all day long when you download and order ahead using the Sonic app. The crew at Sonic wishes the best of luck to the Dons this season, and remember, every hour is happy hour at your Sonic Drive-In on Washington Street in Doniphan. Your local
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back with Doniphan Dons football. Once again, the Dons are trailing by a score of 6-0. Fredericktown had to take a timeout there. Had looked like too many guys on the field. Couldn't figure out exactly what they wanted to go with. Rios is going to be doing the punting duties for the Dons tonight. Fredericktown's going to have great field position after this 4-down drive by the Dons. Rios is going to kick it. It's going to be a decent punt. He's going to get it out to about the 45. He's going to get a good roll, and that ball is going to be picked up on the Dons' 49-yard line.
And the ball is down.
So with that ball being backed all the way back up into the 24th and 25 for the Dons, Rios does a good job of getting that ball down the field.
9 minutes, 14 seconds left in the
And the defense is going to have a chance here to make another good stand against these Fredericktown Blackcats, who once again did a great job on the first drive of the game, moving it down in about 6 or 7 plays and picking up the 6 points. Weren't able to convert the point after attempt, but that's pretty much been their offensive progress since. The Dons have done a great job on the last 2 drives stopping them. Let's see if they can repeat the same results here on the 4th attempt by the Blackcats. Burrow's going to hand it to Kyle. Kyle's going to jump over the line of scrimmage. He's going to be hit by 3 or 4 Dons. He's going to do a great job of pushing the pile forward. And there is a flag down, but looks like they're going to give Kyle that spot at about the 42-yard line. Let's see what the flag is. They're going to say holding, so that's going to negate that big gain by Kyle. Kyle was met by 2 or 3 Dons at the line of scrimmage, but they went for the low tackle, and Malachi was just going to jump over the top of him, and that's going to push that play back to 7, about 13 yards. That's going to push it back, and it's going to make it first down and 22 to go. So that's going to push that back to 12 yards. Fredericktown's probably going to have to pass here. Burrows in shotgun. Malachi lined up behind him. Burrows drops back 10 yards. He's going to screen it out to Malachi. Malachi is going to be met immediately, but the Dons are struggling to get him down, and he's going to keep pushing. A great second effort there by Malachi Kyle. Kyle's going to pick up a gain of about 3 or 4 yards there. He was hit behind the line of scrimmage, and the Dons did a great job of wrapping him up, but Kyle just kept pushing, wouldn't go down, and he's going to pick up a gain of about 3 there. In from the sideline comes number 27, Hunter Hinton. He's going to give the play to Burrows. Burrows relays it to his men. They're going to break to the line of scrimmage. He's going to point Malachi out. They're going to go 5 wide. Burrows alone in the backfield. I bet he sets Malachi in motion here. And he does, sets Malachi in motion. Burrows takes the snap, hands it off to Malachi. Malachi goes right. He's going to meet the Dons immediately, but still pick up a gain about 3 or 4. Kyle doing a much better job this drive. After that first drive from the Fredericktown Blackcats, the Dons did a great job of negating the run game of Kyle coming out of the backfield, but Kyle doing a great job here, kind of trying to will it for the Fredericktown Blackcats. He's going to gain about another 3, and that makes it 3rd and 15, a little bit more manageable for the Blackcats. Like to think having the ball on about the 47-yard line means this is 4th down territory, so they're going to have 2 plays here to go about 15 yards. Let's see what kind of receivers he has. It looks like Burrow's going to have 5 Wide again. He's going to have 3 stacked to the right, 2 on the left. Burrows drops back, looking solely left. Flushed out of the pocket by Rios. He's hit. He is going to make the completion, though, at the original line of scrimmage, and that's going to be a gain of about 7 yards for Burrows. The Dons did a great job of getting in the backfield, had everybody covered. All 5 receivers were covered there. Burrows, I don't know how he's able to get that pass off. Rios wraps him up, and as he's falling, Burrows is going to get a guy that squeezes open, and this is going to be a little bit doable as they now have it 4th and 8 on the Doniphan Dons 47-yard line. They are going to punt. Punt's going to be dropped. He's going to have to run it. 27 picks it up. That's Hunter Hennon. Hunter Hennon's going to have a chance for a first down, and he's going to run that all the way down and pick that up at about the 30-yard line. Flag is going to come in late. That's probably going to be a personal foul on the Dons. After Hennon ran out of bounds, the Dons are going to look back at that as a very costly mistake. Fredericktown willing to give the ball up to him 4th and 8, even though that they were in Doniphan Dons territory, not going to go for it 4th and 8, and willing to give it up, but that snap is going to be low to Hennon. He's going to bobble it, pick it up, and end up running it for a gain of about 15, 16 yards. And that penalty is going to go against Fredericktown. What was the call there? I couldn't see. He made that from the far sideline.
It's a personal foul. It may get the first down, though, anyway.
They're going to probably give that from the spot of the foul. Let's see if it does back it up. They're going to say the spot of the foul is going to be at the 33-yard line. Let's see what kind of personal foul they gave. And that is not going to be a first down, I don't believe. I think that's going to be turnover on downs. I still haven't seen a signal of what that is, but as far as they back that up 15 yards back to the line of scrimmage where they punted, I'm going to assume that was a 15-yard personal foul. Still no signal. Still no signal. They are giving the ball to the Dons, but still haven't seen a signal from this officiating crew of what that call was going to be. The flag came in late over on the Dons sideline as Hennon ran that ball out of bounds at about the 30-yard line, and the flag came in after the play.
Okay, it's first down.
First down, Fredericktown.
Okay, I still haven't seen a signal, but it looks like Fredericktown is going to get the first down.
All right,
so they're going to say that's going to be a dead ball penalty, I'm guessing. And so Fredericktown's going to pick the ball up at about the 47-yard line. Fredericktown's going to retain possession here and get a new set of downs. Burrows out of shotgun, hands it off to Malachi Kyle. Kyle's hitting the backfield, but he keeps going. He breaks wide right. He's going to pick up the 10. He's going to pick up 15, possible 20 there, depending on the spot before he gets knocked out of bounds by the Doniphan Dons. That the penalty that came in late had to have been a dead ball penalty, or that should have been turnover on downs to the Doniphan Dons. So they are going to give him the first down and then mark it off from there to the 15 back. So that's why Fredericktown's going to retain possession there. Kyle does a great job picking up about 15, 16 yards there, and he's going to move it to the 30. It's going to be 1st and 10 on the 30-yard line. Fredericktown knocking at the door, trying to score again. 6.5 left to go here in the second quarter. Burrows in shotgun. He's got 3-4 wide. He's going to set one in motion. He's going to keep it, though, and hit in backfield immediately. He's going to spin twice and still brought down by the Dons behind the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be a loss of 1. Should make it about 2nd and 11, 2nd and 12. They're going to say he's even further back than that. Looks like about 2nd and 12. So a loss of 2 by Burrows. Looks like a little bit of miscommunication there by the Blackcats as he tried to hand it off to Malachi Kyle, but Kyle's on his other side. And it looks like that was going to be a little miscue that's going to cost the Blackcats 2 yards. Still in great field position, 2 and 12. Burrows still in shotgun. 4 out. It's going to pass, going to look left. That ball is going to be completed, but it's only going to be a gain of about 7. That ball was caught. See where they spot it. Going to spot it at about the 27-yard line. That's going to make it 3rd and about 7. 3rd and 7 here. Fredericktown's not been going for it on 4th down, but you'd like to think that this is 4th down territory, as they're well into the Dons' territory, inside the 30-yard line, almost to the 20. Burrows in shotgun again. He's going to drop back to pass. He's got a man over the middle. That ball is going to be completed, and that's going to be another 6 for the Blackcats on a great play. That little post route ran by, that's going to be, let's see, Flanagan. I believe that's who that was. Ethan Flanagan is going to do a great job. He's going to be wide open in the middle of the field. Burrows is going to spot him immediately. I think that was Burrows' first option. That's really the only guy he looked at, and as soon as he hit that route and broke over into the middle, Burrows had it there waiting on him. And that's going to be 6 points for the Fredericktown Blackcats, now making the score of 12-0 with just under 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Blackcats are going to go for 2 here. Burrows out of shotgun, going to take it straight up the middle. He's going to walk in untouched for the 2 points, and that's going to make it 14-0. So the missed field goal on the very first drive from the Blackcats are not going to come back to bite them, as they're going to move the score now 14-0. Just under 5 minutes here into the second quarter. Dons trail by a score of 14-0. We'll be back in about a minute.
Hometown Pharmacy on LaRue Street in Doniphan, your one-stop pharmacy for all of your medical needs. Our pharmacists are now providing vaccinations for flu, pneumonia, and shingles in the pharmacy. Flu shots are covered by Medicare with no co-payment and no appointment is necessary. Hometown Pharmacy now offers a wide variety of vitamins and supplements from Now Foods that help support and promote optimal health through good nutrition. Refills can be requested online or by using our mobile app. We now offer delivery of your prescription if you live within the city limits. Transferring prescriptions is easy. Come by or give us a call and our friendly staff will take care of everything. Hometown Pharmacy, proudly supporting the Dons and Donettes this season. Come experience the difference a Hometown Pharmacy makes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Brummett Stadium at Griffin Field. The Fredericktown Blackcats have jumped out to a 14-0 lead here in the second quarter. That ball is going to be kicked off by number 30, Joseph Price, going to be fielded by Jordan White. White's going to pick up about 10. That ball was fielded at the 20. They're going to spot it at about the 30. The Dons need to answer here in the first quarter. They've done a pretty good job offensively moving the football against these Blackcats, except stupid penalties and a turnover have shot themselves in the foot twice now. And the Dons have turned it over without any points. So we need to have a good, successful drive here, burn off quite a bit of time, and go into halftime down only 14-7. If you're just now joining us, this is senior night for the Doniphan Dons. Dons looking up to pick up their second straight win of the season and get on the win streak for the first time in 40 years. White out of shotgun. He's going to go and he's going to keep it himself. He's going to cut out left and have to cut back in immediately, and he's going to be met by a Blackcat, and he's going to pick up a yard gain maybe. It's going to be 2nd and 9 here. Clock's going to keep running. We're going to be at 4.5 minutes here in the 4.5 left here in the second quarter. Ben Rule's going to run in the play for the Dons. White's going to be under center. Harris in the backfield is going to set Trey Mills or Alonzo Rios into motion. That one's going to be sniffed out immediately. That's going to be a huge loss as White turned. As White's going to take the snap and turn and be hit almost immediately for a loss of about 4. Or no, loss of about 6. I apologize. That's going to make it about 3rd and 16 for the Dons, who are probably going to switch now to Harris at quarterback. And if I had a guess, we're going to try that little screen pass over the middle. We'll see what happens. Nolan Zerwanka comes in. That's a good sign. He's one of the Dons' big receivers that the QBs like to target. And I say QBs because you never know who's going to take the snaps for the Dons. Looks like White's going to stay under center. Pitches it back to Mills. Mills is going to pass. He's going to turn left. Nobody out in the flat. And that ball is going to fall, and that's going to make it, again, 4th and 16. And the Dons are going to have the ball on about the 24-yard line. And so you would like to think they're going to punt here.
This is going to bring up fourth down, punting situation for Doniphan. Number 17, Alonzo Rios.
Alonzo Rios doing the kicking duties for the Dons tonight.
Malachi Kyle back to receive for Fredericktown.
Rios takes the snap. He's going to get his leg into it. That ball is going to come down just shy of the 50. It's going to get a Don's roll. It's going to be picked up by number 2, Malachi Kyle, but he's going to be wrapped up almost immediately by number 28. That's going to be Jordan White. And so that's going to be a no gain, essentially, because that ball hit at about the 49 of the Don side and then bounced to about the 49 of the Fredericktown side. And it was where it was picked up by Kyle, but he was met immediately by Jordan White. And White does a good job of doing that open field tackle and bringing Malachi Kyle down. Fredericktown looking to score again as they putting everybody wide here. Malachi Kyle is going to line up on the left. He's got 5 wide, 3 on the right, 2 on the left. Burrows is going to put one into motion. He takes the snap. That's going to be handed off, met immediately by Alonzo Rios, and that's going to be a loss of about 2 as Rios met him initially, but then was helped to bring him down as number 11, Alex Harris, does a good job of coming in. They're going to say he did get back to the line of scrimmage, so that's going to make it 2nd and 10. With 2 minutes and 45 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. Burrows has 5 wide, 3 on the right, 2 on the left. Takes the snap out of the shotgun, looking only left. He's going to have a man open on the left side, and that ball is going to be completed by number 23, Seth Lout. And let's see if they give him the first down. Late flag came in. It looked like there was a little scuffle over who had the ball. One of the Dons defenders tried to sneak in there and steal it. Let's see if they're going to give him a personal foul there, or Fredericktown, who it's going to be a personal foul, and that is going to go against Doniphan. I didn't see who committed that. Whoever the defender was slid in there and tried to wrestle it away from number 23, Seth Lout, and Lout kind of jerked it away from him, and there may have been a little bit of mouthing that went on there, and that's going to be a personal foul against the Dons, and that's going to push it all the way back to the 26-yard lines, and the Dons shoot themselves in the foot as they did a good job of keeping the Fredericktown to a short gain there, but they're going to shoot themselves in the foot. Burrows takes the snap out of shotgun. He's got a man over the middle. That's going to be completed to Malachi Kyle right at the 2-yard line, and Kyle is going to walk untouched into the touchdown, or for a touchdown again, and that is going to move the score to 20-0 as Fredericktown now has scored on their last 2 drives. 2:10 to go here in the second quarter. Burrows is coming off the field. Looks like they're waving him to go back. I think Fredericktown's going to go for 2 here. Last time when they went for 2, Burrows took the snap out of shotgun, ran it straight in himself untouched. He's going to have 5 wide, 3 on the left this time, 2 on the right. They're going to try it again, and Burrows this time hit at the line. They're going to go ahead and say he's going to roll over the top of the Dons defender, and he's going to pick up the 2-point conversion, making our score now 22-0 here in the second quarter as the Dons trail with 2:10 left to go. We're going to stay right here as we've been moving pretty quick. These referee officials tonight are doing a good job of resetting the ball and getting us going here pretty quick. So we're just going to stay right here until halftime. We're going to have a little bit of an extended halftime here as the Doniphan Pee Wee football is going to take action. I haven't talked to Matt yet. I don't know. Are we gonna show that, Matt? Are we going to go to commercials, or what are you thinking?
Video only.
Okay, so what we're going to do is go to video only at halftime. We did have senior night before the game. I hope you were able to watch that and enjoy that. But at halftime, we're going to have performance. It looks like the flag line's up, ready to go. We're going to have a band performance as well as the Doniphan Youth Football 4th and 5th graders are going to do a little scrimmage against themselves here. That is his youth football night as well as senior night here for the Doniphan Dons. So we're going to go video only here at halftime.
Here we go.
That ball's going to be kicked off. It's going to be fielded by Ben Rule at about the 30-yard line. Rule goes left, goes right, nothing there. He's going to be hit right where he fielded it. He's going to be hit by number 23, Seth Lout, who picked up a big first down for the Blackcats on the previous drive. It was the first down that he picked up on the passing play from Burrows, and then we had the personal foul come in, and it moved Fredericktown an additional 15 yards down the field. So the Dons are going to take over at the 31-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10, just above 2 minutes. Going to have 2:03 left on the clock here in the second quarter. Dons are going to need a big score if they want to stay in this ballgame. Needs to score right here. Jordan White's going to be under center. He's going to have Alex Harris lined up behind him in the backfield. Sets Trey Mills into motion. Little misdirection. That ball's going to be handed off to Rios. Rios is going to be met immediately by number 23, Seth Lout, saying his name a lot here in the last few minutes. And he's going to be hit in the backfield for a loss of about 5 or 6. And that's going to make it 2nd and 15 for the Doniphan Dons. That little misdirection has not worked at all for the Dons tonight. It's been sniffed out by the Blackcats, and the Dons have lost yardage on just about every play. They've tried that little misdirection where they set somebody in motion, fake left, fake right. Looks like our youth football players are going to run around. They're ready to go. They're ready to show off here at halftime. Jordan White under center. He's going to hand it off to, I'm not sure who he handed off there to, but he's only going to gain about 2. Little kind of faked me out there. He faked the handoff to Harris, and I believe that ended up getting to Alonzo Rios, and it's Trey Mills. Mills is going to pick up about 2 yards there on the carry. It's going to make it 3rd and 13 with a minute left here to go in the second quarter. 17 seconds left on the play clock. The play's just now getting into the huddle for the Dons. They're going to break with 10 seconds left on the play clock. Dons are going to have to hurry here. 10. It's at the 9. 8, 7. Dons are going to have to hurry. Still not ready. Goes into motion. Fake hands off. Hands it to Harris. Harris with the big hole up the middle. He's going to push. He's going to get the first down, and that's going to be a gain of about 12 for the Dons. 30 seconds left to go here as the chains are going to move. So as soon as that ball gets set, we'll be ready to go. The clock will start again. First down for the Dons, 1st and 10. They're going to have the ball on the 42-yard line.
42-yard line, 1st and 10. Dons.
Chains are set, so the clock starts. 25 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. Dons trail 22-0. If they want to make something happen, they're going to have to hurry. 19 left on the clock. White under center. Harris in the backfield. Takes the snap. Hands it to Harris. Harris, big run again. Pushes up. It's going to be a gain of about 2 there. 5 seconds left to go. I believe Coach Stout is probably just going to let that go and let the clock run all the way down to 0. And that is going to end our first half of football as the Doniphan Dons trail a score of 22-0. It started out a pretty good game for the Dons as they did a great job. After that first drive, they did give up 6 points on the first drive.
How much time?
Not quite sure what we got here. I thought Coach Stout was going to let the...
Maybe a penalty and maybe wanting to put some more time on the clock. Let's see what's going on here.
Are they going to say that was a fumble? Did that ball come out?
1 second.
There was a timeout for 1 second.
Oh, there, Coach. Okay, that's what's going to happen. Okay, I didn't ever see that ball come out, but that's going to be what happens. This officiating crew is giving their signals way too quick, and I'm just missing it, or I'm just not looking at the head official there. But Coach Stout is going to call a timeout with 1 second left, so the Dons are going to have it. It's going to be about 2nd and 8. That's not going to matter because if the Dons are going to go for it here, they're going to have to score with 1 second left. Harris is going to be out of shotgun. Harris drops back 3 yards. He's going to have to scramble. Gets to the line of scrimmage. He's going to cut it back up. He's going to get the first down. Not going to matter. His time is going to expire, and Harris is going to move that ball about 8 yards. But once again, time is going to expire here in the second quarter, and the Dons are going to trail by a score of 22-0 going into halftime. Dons are going to have to do a good job, as I was saying earlier, right there before they decided to run one final play. The Dons did a great job. Fredericktown put 6 points up on the board the first drive of the game, and the Dons were able to stop them 3 consecutive drives, and Fredericktown only picked up 1 first down, but they're going to struggle mightily as Fredericktown kind of found their rhythm in the passing game, and it's going to be some big pass plays from their quarterback, number 9, Evan Burrows, who's just a junior, so a bright future for Burrows coming up. We are going to take a long extended halftime here, 20 seconds on the clock. Right now we're going to have a performance by the Doniphan Don Marching Band and the flag line. They're going to be led by Donnie Falk and Zachary Taylor. We are going to take a 20-second or a 20-minute break here where we're going to have just visual only. And the Doniphan Youth Football 3rd and 4th graders are going to do a little scrimmage here. So if you would, just stay tuned. Keep watching with us. And we'll be back probably with about 3 minutes to go left before the half ends. And we'll talk about some performances out of the first half. This has been Dalton Pennington. The Dons trail by a score of 22-0, moving into halftime.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was the Doniphan High School Marching Band under the direction of band leader Doniphan, and the DHS flag line directed by Zachary Taylor. Give them all a big hand. And ladies and gentlemen, for your enjoyment, we have coming up next, we have the youth cheerleaders coming out for you. And ladies and gentlemen, the Doniphan Youth Football cheerleaders are under the direction of cheer coaches Lisa Pennington, Stacy Taylor, and Christian Barnett. Girls, ladies and gentlemen, your 6th grade class will be moving on to play on this field next year with the Doniphan Middle School. Your 6th grade cheerleaders are Peyton Falk, Eliza Johansson, Camry Knowlton, Jalen Lambert, Dakota Portwood, Ashley Smith, Deani Taylor, Dalila Watson, and Hannah Wickland. Also a shout out to my granddaughter. We've got Mallory McCauley, and we also have Jaslyn Croy cheerleaders. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have your 3rd and 4th grade football players getting ready to put on a demonstration. Be sure and give them a big hand. Doniphan Youth setting up for their first play. This is the goal division. Number 30 has the ball. Hayden Reedus still trying to get yardage. Great job. Doniphan 3rd and 4th graders again lining up at the line of scrimmage. Handout to number 23. Gavin Price getting good yardage. Uh-oh, fumble on the play. And again, setting up for their next play. The pitch out, coming around the right side under heavy pressure. Good ball running though, number 20. Great run by Price before he's knocked down and brought out of bounds. Off to number 23, still carrying the ball for Doniphan. That's Davin Price with a good gain. And we got some hard hitting going on out there by both teams. These are your third and fourth grade youth league. Doing a great job tonight. Number 20 carrying the ball for Doniphan. That was Price, brought down by number 5, Ferguson.
You ready, guys?
Great second effort by number 30, Reedus. And let's give them all a big hand. Ladies and gentlemen, that is your third and fourth grade youth, Doniphan youth football players, the future Doniphan Dons. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have your fifth and sixth graders, part of the youth league. Sixth graders, all right. Doniphan Dons youth sixth graders include number 5, Brody Richmond. Number 20, Devin Alfonso. Number 41, Jaden Billings. Number 44, Shelby Chapman. Number 46, Spencer Ruzicki. Number 47, Bryler Monaghan. Number 51, Madden Wooldridge. Number 56, Kaylin Spicer. Number 57, Cooper Robinson. Number 58, Zach Cook. Number 65, Austin Summerfield. Ladies and gentlemen, these are your sixth graders that will be playing next year on this field as they move up to Doniphan Middle School. They're joined by the fifth graders, and they're going to run some plays for us tonight. And off to number 33. Looks like he's going to go all the way. All the way. Great play. That's Joseph Croy carrying the ball across. Number 33, Dalton Clayton was the ball carrier. Great run. Congratulations. Alfonso, the ball carrier, number 20, looking for space and able to get some yardage. Ladies and gentlemen, the youth football coaches are Gary Pennington, Alan Gilmore, Zachary Sibbles, and Gage Taylor. Pass play complete. Number 58, Zach Cook, the receiver, able to bring the ball down and make a good play. Brought down by number 15, Scrimsker. Great second effort, but met at the line by a tough defense. And a good run by Doniphan. Again, these are your 5th and 6th youth league football players. You can see them play Saturday mornings and afternoons in Poplar Bluff. Good job. Congratulations, this is the Doniphan Youth League 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th graders. They put on a great show. Tomorrow the 6th grade, 5th and 6th grade will be playing for 3rd place in football action at the the Poplar Bluff High School field tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, getting ready to get into second half action here. Doing the kicking for.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Dalton Pennington.
Waiting for the indication from the officials.
Ready to bring you second half football for the Doniphan Dons as they take on the Fredericktown Blackcats.
Here we go, second half action.
That ball is kicked out to 35. All right, Fredericktown's going to take control of the ball here. They're going to have it on about the 42-yard line. 1st and 10. Burrows has the shotgun. Hands it off to Kyle. Kyle's going to be wrapped up on the line of scrimmage by Rios, but is going to gain about 3 yards.
Kyle hit.
Scoreboard's going to give that one to him at 2nd and 6. The Dons trail 22-0 here coming in the second half as Fredericktown's going to start the half off with the football. Pardon me. Burrows out of shotgun, got 5 wide. Sets Kyle into motion. Bobbles the snap, hit immediately in the backfield. That's going to be a loss if the Dons can get him down. And they do drop him at about the 40-yard line.
Burrows dropped in the backfield by number 83, Mason Day, doing the initial hit, but helped out with other Doniphan
Mason Day is going to be credited with the tackle there.
That's going to bring up 3rd down and 7.
That's going to make us about 3rd and 7. Ball on the 40-yard line. Burrows is going to be out of shotgun again. 5 wide, 3 on the right, 2 on the left. Burrow takes the snap. Looking right, has to roll out of the pocket. He's hit, throws, ball comes out. He's going to have an open defender or open receiver at the 40. And that's going to be a big gain for the Blackcats as they're going to move the ball all the way down to about the 41-yard line. That ball was going to be caught by number 27, Hunter Hinton.
I believe it was number 10, Flanagan.
That's going to be a first down for the Blackcats as they're going to take over on the Doniphan 41. Burrow out of shotguns, got 4 wide, but he's got Malachi lined up in the backfield. He's going to set Flanagan into motion, hands it off to Kyle. Kyle makes it through the line, he's going to gain about 1 there. Good run by Malachi Kyle.
Gain for Fredericktown, brought down by number 45, Zawanka.
They're going to show him a gain about 1.5 yards.
That's going to bring up 2nd and 9 with the ball on the 40-yard line.
That's going to make it about 2nd and 9, a little bit more maybe. Play comes into Burrows. Burrows out of shotgun again, has Malachi Kyle lined up behind him, 4 wide, 2 on the left, 2 on the right. Seen this scheme a lot from the Blackcats. Burrows takes the snap, looks left, overthrows his receiver, number 23, Seth Lout. Lout made a big play right there at the end of the second quarter that gave the Blackcats a first down, and then the Dons picked up a personal foul. Looks like a flag comes down at about the 45-yard line. That's going to go against the Blackcats. They're going to say holding.
Calling it against Fredericktown.
The line of scrimmage was at the 40. That flag came down about the 45. Official's going to move it about 2 yards back, and that's going to put Fredericktown back in their own territory. Ball at about the 48-yard line. Big penalty there for the Cats as they were knocking for a first down.
That's going to bring up 2nd and 21.
But that puts us at 2nd and 21 now. Burrows out of shotgun, 5 wide, puts Malachi Kyle into motion. Burrows pitches it out to Malachi. He's going to drop it, though, and I'm not quite sure who's going to come up with that one. There's black and white jerseys all over the place. They're still fighting for it, and it looks like that ball is going to be retained by the Blackcats, but it's going to push them another 4 or 5 yards back.
And it looks like Fredericktown able to retain possession of the ball.
Burrows took that ball out of the shotgun. He put Malachi Kyle into motion, and then he turns and pitches it to Kyle, and Kyle was well past the pitch, and so Kyle had to reach behind him to try to get a hold of the football, and that ball hits the ground. I'm sure Kyle's probably the one that came up with that football. Burrows now in shotgun, still in shotgun, 3rd and 25. Ball on the 44-yard line. Burrows takes the snap. He looks left, looks right. He throws down the middle. He's got 2 receivers there. That ball's going to be brought down by Malachi Kyle. Then it squirts out. They're going to say that he was down anyway, so that should give the Blackcats the ball on about the 28-yard line. And a big play from Burrows hitting Malachi right over the middle. The little route that they ran had Burrows and I believe Hennon crossing about the same spot. I'm not quite sure that ball was originally intended for Malachi Kyle, as Kyle had to kind of pull off his route and jump up to pull that one down, but he makes a great play. They are going to call that incomplete. Never mind. 2 of the officials met and then brought the side over, and they're going to say that that ball was incomplete. The ball did come loose there at the end, but we thought maybe he had a completion and the ball just popped out, and they were going to call him down, but they're actually going to say that that's incomplete, so that's going to make it 4th and 25 for the Blackcats. Ball on their own 48-yard line.
Should be 5 yards farther back.
Doing the kicking.
That punt goes back. Trey Mills is back to receive. Fredericktown's going to get a little bounce. Ball hit about the 25-yard line, and it's going to roll down to about the 22. Trey Mills was back to return there but didn't have anywhere to go, so he lets that one hit the turf. And it's going to get a little bit of roll for Fredericktown, but not a whole lot before it was touched by a Blackcat defender. That's going to give Doniphan the football, 1st and 10. Ball on the 22-yard line. Dons need to make something happen. You only have 8.5 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. Let's see what quarterback the Dons go with. Jordan White comes up to center, then steps back, moves into shotgun. He's got Rios to his right and Harris to his left. Snap comes back to White. White drops back to pass. No, he's going to hand it off to Harris. Harris with the big run out to the left side. And it looks like the ball came loose, and that's going to be recovered by Fredericktown. Turnovers and penalties still killing the Doniphan Dons. We thought picking up that win last week would help them clean up some stuff, and some of the same mistakes that we've seen all season are now plaguing the Dons against the Blackcats. And this score of 22-0 looks pretty deceiving. Because the Blackcats really have not put up this big a fight against the Dons. The Dons just seem to be turning the ball over, and the Blackcats are capitalizing. They're doing exactly what they're supposed to. They're staying pretty clean for the most part with turnovers and penalties, and so the Blackcats are really winning the game in those stat areas. Burrows is going to pass out left to number 23, Seth Lout. He's going to keep going, and he's going to be brought down and tripped up by number 33, Trey Mills. That's going to be a gain of about 7.
Number 33, Trey Mills.
And let me go back to reiterate what I was saying. I'm not saying that the Blackcats are playing bad football by any means. They're doing a great job. They're doing everything that they should be doing, which is why they're leading this game 22-0. But really, if you look at the stats, the Dons should be more in this football game than they really are, and we should not have a goose egg currently under that home spot in the scoreboard. Burrows is going to have 4 out. He's got Malachi in the backfield. He spins, throws into the flat. Ball's going to be received by number 13. He's going to make one defender miss, but number 25 was there to make the tackle for the Dons. That's going to be McGuire and Balcom. Burrows did a great job turning immediately and hitting that receiver in the flat, and that's going to pick up the 1st down for the Blackcats. It's going to make it 1st and 10. Ball just past the 20-yard line, in between the 19 and the 20. So the Blackcats in the red zone here, wanting to score. Burrows in shotgun, got Kyle lined up behind him. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Pitches it out to Kyle. Kyle's running backwards. He's got 2 Dons chasing him, but he's going to get it back close to the line of scrimmage. But it is going to be a loss of 2 there. Dons did a great job of pursuing him, forced him back up into the middle, and there were some Dons defenders waiting on him there. It's going to be a loss of about 2, making it 2nd and 12 here with 6:54 to go here in the 3rd quarter. They're going to call that 2nd and 13. They're going to spot the ball on about the 23-yard line. In comes Hunter Hennon, going to give the play to Burrows. Burrows passes it along to the rest of the Blackcat offense. Burrows out of shotgun. This time he's got 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Kyle in the backfield. Burrows takes the snap. He's looking straight left. He's got 23. He's going to make a tackler miss. Seth Lout's going to try to run that one all the way into the end zone. Did he step out at the 1? He did, in fact, step out of the 1. They're not going to give him the touchdown on that play. Lout was trying to make the Don defender. It looks like Alex Harris was coming over to help on that play. And Harris was able to force him out of bounds at the 1-yard line. 1st and goal. Snap straight back to Burrows. He's going to be hit hard, though, immediately by...
No, he got it.
Oh, nope, they are going to go ahead and give him the touchdown there. Burrows is going to break the plane on that quarterback keeper again. That's been that's worked twice now, for 3 times for the Blackcats, 2 on 2-point conversions, and Burrows just made it there with the ball on the 1-yard line. He's going to take that snap out of the shotgun, and he's going to walk almost untouched until he hits number 51 at the line, but they're going to say he did break the plane there and pick up the touchdown. Blackcats lead by a score 28-0. Looks like they're going to go for 2 there. Burrows is going to be in the shotgun. He's gonna have 4 wide, 5 wide, 2 to the left, 3 to the right. Sends Malachi into motion, fake hands off. He's gonna try to run it again, and he is gonna walk untouched into the end zone for the 3rd time on that 2-point conversion.
That makes the score Fredericktown.
I think we've got a flag down on the play, though.
0 with 6 minutes, 16 seconds to go.
And looks like the referee's going to pick that one up and put it in his back pocket. It's probably against the Dons, and which would have been declined. It's going to make the score now 30-0. .6:16 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Dons trail by a score of 30-0. Dons needed to make something happen. They want to get on the scoreboard here. They did pick up their first win last week against Chaffee by a score of 19-0. And at this point, the Dons are feeling how that feels to be shut out. As a week later, having it happen to them here on senior night where they trail by a score of 30-0.
Price is going to be doing the kicking for Fredericktown. Back to receive, number 33.
Okay, so it does look like that the Blackcats are going to have to tee it up at the 25, so that flag that came in late was probably a personal foul that is going to be assessed on the kickoff. That ball's going to be 10 foot off the ground, and it's going to shoot straight back, but it's going to make it all the way to the 35. Picked up by Trey Mills. Mills makes a defender miss. He's still on his feet. Got the ball at the 50. He's breaking tackles left and right. He's got 2 guys on top of him. He finally goes down after a great run by Trey Mills. I felt like I haven't called his name in a week or so, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. It seems like Mills just hasn't had a lot of forward yardage, but he does a great run there, and he's going to pick that ball up at the 30, and he's going to move it all the way back into Fredericktown territory at about the 46-yard line. Mills did a great job, made 2 guys miss, and then he had some guys hit him, and he's going to pick up a couple yards after contact and keep going, and he's going to have those feet driving, and it's actually going to take 2 or 3 Blackcats to bring him down. So Mills doing a great job running the football. Let's see if he gets a touch here. Does not look like it. He's going to be set out right. And looks like the Dons are going to set 3 out right. 1 to the left. Harris is the lone back in the backfield with Jordan White. White takes a snap out of shotgun. Looks left. Throws over the middle. That's going to be batted down at the line of scrimmage. And that's going to make it 2nd and 10.
Touched by Fredericktown.
Fredericktown batted that ball down at the line of scrimmage. It looked like maybe he was targeting Gavin White, cutting across the middle. White was lined up way to the right and kind of stepped up past the line of scrimmage about 2 yards and then just found himself kind of scooting in behind the line of scrimmage. And White, not very tall, wasn't able to get that pass over to him, and it's going to be batted down, making it 2nd and 10. We're here in the 3rd quarter. Dons trail by a score of 30-0, 6 minutes to go.
Timeout on the field.
Doniphan lets the play clock run all the way down to 2 seconds. Coach Stout's going to call a timeout, and that's going to be the first timeout taken by the Doniphan Dons in the 2nd half. We're going to take a 30-second pause. We'll be back shortly.
You've heard it all before. We're number 1. We're the best. We have the biggest rebates. Now is the time to skip the hype and come to Current River Ford in Doniphan. They're all about helping you find the perfect new Ford. Current River Ford services your vehicles after the sale. From the moment you drive in, you will receive the quality service you've been missing. With the selection at Current River Ford, you'll find the new vehicle you want. How about getting your next vehicle at a dealership that makes it all about you? Current River Ford, Highway 160 in Doniphan.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here. This is Dalton Pennington. We're in the 2nd half of Doniphan Dons football here at Brummett Stadium at Griffin Field on senior night, where the Doniphan Dons are currently doing battle with Fredericktown Blackcats. Something different. Mills going to be out of shotgun. He's going to keep it. He's going to run straight to the left. I just said I'd like to see Mills get some touches. He's going to pick up the first down and some. He's going to move that ball about 15 yards. And Alex Harris, we've got a little bit of jawing. Harris and number 23, Seth Lout. There's a penalty coming in. We've still got jawing going on. Both teams are coming. It looks like the teams are going to have to pull Harris back. Lout is going to have to be pulled back by Let's see who that's going to be pulling him back. Number 72 looks like he came off the bench to pull him back. It's going to be Trayvon West. Not quite sure. That may be offsetting penalties because both of them were mouthing there. I'm not sure who that's going to be assessed to.
And we're going to see who these penalties are going to be assessed to.
Harris and Lout got tied up at about the 45-yard line. It should be offsetting penalties because they were both involved in that mouthing. It looks like Harris turned to walk away. Lout started mouthing again. Harris got back in his face. That should be offsetting. We'll see what comes out here. Referees still meeting at about the 50-yard line. We've got a pair of flags down on the field. Still waiting for our call. Not quite sure what happened, but they both got tied up well in the backfield. Neither one of them involved really on the play. Mills did a great job picking up the first down there. Hope it doesn't cost the Dons. Hopefully they give them the first with offsetting penalties. We've still got the referees meeting. Looks like they're trying to break apart. We may get our call here in a second. I think at this point they're just trying to figure out where the original spot of the ball was, because those should be offsetting penalties. So we'll see if they're going to give. They've got one official standing back at about the 30, probably 33-yard line, and that's where the ball is spotted. They're going to come out. We've got the official saying we've got personal foul against Fredericktown, and then we've got a personal foul coming against Doniphan, and those are going to be offsetting penalties. So that should make it 1st and 10. Doniphan ball on about the 33-yard line. This is the closest the Dons have been all night to scoring. And they're still meeting, so we'll see what happens here. Got one flag picked up here. Still meeting. Should have took a 30-second pause. All right, looks like we're going to get our answer here shortly. And now I think we're trying to decide where.
Place the ball now. Oh, they called personal foul against Fredericktown.
I actually never saw the call against Doniphan go against the personal foul. I did see it go against Fredericktown, so we're going to see what happens here. It looks like that is going to be just against Fredericktown. Him and Harris got tied up, so that's going to be good news for the Dons because that's going to move that ball well into the red zone. It's going to be the closest the Dons. Still not exactly sure what happened there, but it is going to be just a personal foul called against the Fredericktown Blackcats. Number 23, Seth Lout. He was tied up with Alex Harris, and it did look like Harris tried to get away from him a couple times, and the referee was standing right there. And that's going to move the ball into, looks like inside the 10. Barely. Looks ball about the 7-yard line. Don's knocking here, 1st and goal on the ball on the 7. 5:52 left to go in the third quarter. Don's trail 30-0. White takes the ball, passes it out to Trey Mills. Trey Mills is running wide. He's got one to beat. He's going to be caught behind, but it looks like he's going to get a good second effort, and that ball is going to move into hopefully the 5. We'll see where the spot comes. They're going to call that ball down at the, looks like the 1 or 2 yard line. So Trey Mills does, in fact, get it inside the 5. 2nd and 2. 2nd and goal, ball on the 2 yard line.
2nd goal.
Probably a quarterback keeper coming from White. White takes a snap, hands it off to Harris. Harris bulls his way. Did he get it? Waiting for the call. Fredericktown saying the ball came out and it's theirs. Still waiting for the call from the official.
Some of the players indicated that the ball might have been loose.
Fredericktown looks like we're going to spot up still at the 1 here. That's going to make it 3rd and goal, ball on the 1. Don's looking to score. Break out that goose egg off the scoreboard. 30-0, the Dons trail with 5:42 left to go in the third quarter.
3rd and 1.
This is definitely 4th down territory when you're trailing by 30. So Dons are going to have 2 efforts here to move it 1 yard. White going to be under center. It's got Harris in the backfield. White's going to keep it himself. He's going to push. I don't think he got it. That ball might have been stuffed at the 1. Dons are saying it's good. Still no call from the officials.
Still waiting for an indication. Doesn't look like
they're going to say touchdown, and the Dons are going to pick up 6 on a quarterback keep from Jordan White. That's going to make the score 30-6 here in the third quarter. 5:04 left to play. Clock's still running, and I'm not sure why. It was 5:04 a second ago. Now we're at 5.
It stops whenever you hit a touchdown. It stops. Yeah, it does. It's supposed to.
All right, Dons are going to go for it. They're going to send everybody left. White's going to run right. He's looking maybe for the pitch to Harris. He's going to keep it himself. He's going to roll into the end zone. That's going to make it 8 for the Dons. It's going to make the score 30-8 here. 5 minutes to go left in the third quarter. Dons have to do a great job here of moving this momentum over and making a good defensive stop by the for the Dons. We're going to take, actually, we'll just stay right here. We're going to take a pause, but we're just going to stay right here.
Series of downs. I want to announce
once again, our score is 30-8 here in the third quarter. 5 minutes left. Dons trail by 22.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winning raffle ticket for $51. The number is 7397115. Good luck to you, and thank you for everybody who participated.
So that's going to be 2 straight keeps by Jordan White.
Winning number 7397115. If you've got the winning ticket, go by the concession stand and claim your.
All right, here comes the Dons. Looks like we're going to have a little bit change at kicker. Alonzo Rios has been doing that most of the night. Looks like we're going to go to number 45, Nolan Zerwanka, to do the kicking duties. He's going to have Malachi Kyle on the left, and looks like number 10, Ethan Flanagan, on the right. Zerwanka kicks it to the left. This is going to be picked up off the ground by Flanagan. Flanagan tries to run it out. He's gained 5, going backwards now. Gain of about 6. And he's going to be brought down at about the 36, 37-yard line. Let's see where they spot it. Looks to be the official standing on 36.
Looks like we're going to start 1st and 10 for Fredericktown on the 36-yard line.
It's going to be 1st and 10. Ball on the 36-yard line. Dons need to do a good job and have a good defensive stand here if they want to have a chance at this ball game. Had a great drive that resulted in a touchdown by Jordan White. Had a big assist by the penalty that came in on a personal foul from Seth Lout. Burrows out of shotgun, sends Malachi into motion. He's got 3 on the left, throws it to Malachi in the flat. Rios hits him, but he gets away. Malachi, big hole. He's going to break free. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 20, 10, and Malachi Kyle is going to take that in for a score, and that's going to be another 6 for the Fredericktown Blackcats, and it's going to make the score 36-8 here on a great run by Malachi Kyle.
It didn't stop the clock. Okay.
Kyle was hit in the backfield by Alonzo Rios, and Rios only got one hand on him. Kyle sidestepped him and was able to get away from him and had a huge hole on the left side, and he hits that left side sideline, the Blackcat side, and the players cheered him all the way into the end zone. A 2-point conversion. We had the snap, but can't tell if that was blown dead. It looks like it was. Looks like an official time there, so I don't think we were set up and ready to go before Burrows snapped the football.
It looks like there was maybe a timeout before the snap of the ball.
Looked like the officials stopped the play there. They're going to say we're starting now.
All
right, Burrows relays the play here. Let's see if the 4th time's the charm where the Dons can stop the quarterback keeper taken out of the shotgun by Burrows. He's going to run it straight forward. Dons come forward, and this time they're going to put 3 or 4 bodies on him, but he's not going to. It's not going to matter because Burrows is going to burrow his way into the end zone for another 2-point conversion for the Blackcats. That's going to move the score back to 30 on the difference as the Blackcats now lead 38-8 with 4.5 to go in the third quarter. We're going to take a 30-second pause. We'll be back shortly.
If you're shopping for a new car, truck, or SUV, you need to make a stop at Countryside Chevrolet on Highway 160 in Doniphan. Countryside has one of the largest Chevrolet selections in the area, plus plenty of pre-owned vehicles that go through a 117-point inspection before they're warranted for 12 months or 12,000 miles. The goal at Countryside is to provide you the best deal on your next car, truck, or SUV. See them online at countrysidechevrolet.com or call 1-800-63-CHEVY. Chevrolet, an American revolution.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here at Brummett Stadium at Griffin Field where the Doniphan Dons are taking on the Fredericktown Blackcats. The Dons currently trail by a score of 38-8 with 4.5 left to go here in the third quarter. That ball is going to be kicked. It's going to be received by Jordan White at the 20. White comes out. He slips down about the 25 and had a hole to hit, but his feet came out from under him, and they're going to probably spot that about the 28 or the 29.
That's going to set up 1st and 10 on about the 28-yard line for Doniphan.
That was unfortunate. White had a big hole, and he saw it and went to cut, and as soon as he did, his feet slid right out from underneath him, and is going to bring himself down at the 28 after about an 8-yard return. All right, let's see what happens here. Looks like we're going to stick with White at quarterback. He's going to be under center. He's going to have Harris in the backfield. White sets Gavin Thompson in motion. That ball is going to be kept by White. I don't think that was the intended plan. I think the Blackcats just got in the backfield so quick that White's going to be brought down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of about 2.
Slight gain. Going to bring up 2nd and 9.5.
All right, this time White's going to go out of shotgun, maybe give himself a little bit more time for that play to develop in the backfield. White takes the snap. He's going to straight run. He's got Harris blocking out in front of him. That's a good blocker to have, but it's not going to matter because he's going to be brought down behind by number 30, Joseph Price. Felt like I've only called Price's name tonight on kickoffs, but he did a great job of running down Jordan White there. Had a good chance to break that for a big run, had Harris blocking out in front of him. If I was running the ball for the Doniphan Dons and had to pick to have somebody running in front of me, it'd be Alex Harris, that's for sure. He's going to gain about 4 or 5 on the play. It's going to make it 3rd and 7. 3:14 left to go in the third quarter. White out of shotgun, looks left. He's going to throw it to Harris in the flat. Harris is a good runner for the Dons, but he's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage. Still on his feet. He's going to break free. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. A great effort by Harris to stay on his feet. That's exactly what I was talking about earlier. If I was picking somebody to be running the football or have him out in front of me, it'd be Alex Harris because it's going to take more than one guy to bring him down. He's actually going to slip out away from the Blackcat defender that had him wrapped up, and he's going to fall forward and pick up 3 or 4 extra yards. A great push there by Alex Harris is going to give the Dons the first down, and they're going to have the ball on the 42-yard line. 1st and 10, 2:38 to go, left in the third quarter. Dons trail by 30. Jordan White. That's not going to be White. It is going to be White. He's going to keep it. He's going to run right. No, that's Trey Mills. Trey Mills with the big run. He's got the 10. He's got the first down. Still pushing. Dragging defenders. He breaks free. Still in bounds. He's going to stiff arm number 27, and he's going to get all the way down to the 20. A flag does come in, but Trey Mills bulls his way down for about a 30-yard gain. Let's see what the play that came in. He put a great stiff arm on number 27, Hunter Hennon. Let's see what happens there. Mills broke out of 3 tacklers and had just 1 left to beat and about got free.
But I don't know if you...
They're going to say that's going to be a face mask, and that's going to go in the Dons' favors. Mills, I thought he was going to break free there with the face mask, and he did come down kind of awkwardly. So that was going to be probably, I believe I said Hunter Hennon, 27 was the only defender he had left to beat, and that's going to move it inside the 10 for the Dons. Actually, I think they're going to get the ball at the 10. So 1st and goal, ball on the 10-yard line. Dons still trail by 30. Knocking at the door, looking to score here. Wide out of shotgun. He takes the snap. He's looking left. He's got a man open. Did he hit his receiver? No, he's going to fall short. That ball would have been caught on about the 1 yard line by Nolan Zerwanka.
Just a little bit short.
Jordan White, like I said, not very tall, has a hard time seeing over his offensive line. Had to roll out of the pocket there. He had Zerwanka open, but passed it about 2 or 3 yards just out of the reach of Zerwanka. Zerwanka ran over to the sideline, picked up the play. He's going to run it back in. Ben Rule's going to come off. Ball right on the 10. 2nd and goal. Ball on the 10-yard line. 2 minutes left to go here in the third. Clock stopped from the incomplete pass. Wide under center. He hands it off to Harris. Harris is hit immediately and stacked up by 2 Blackcats. That's number 25. Tristan Casby is going to make the first hit there at the line. I think Harris is actually going to be brought back and probably lose a yard, maybe yard and a half there. And it's going to be 3rd and goal still here, but the ball is going to be placed on about the 11th yard line.
2-yard loss, so about 3rd and 12.
Clock's running now. Score 38-8. Minute and a half to go here in the third quarter. Don's knocking on the door. Definitely 4th down territory. Dons would like to get 5 here. Let's see what happens. Wide under center. Harris in the backfield. It's going to be pitched out to number 2, Gavin Thompson. Thompson's going to be stacked up at the line of scrimmage by a wall of Fredericktown defenders. Gavin Thompson not wanting to go down, but he's going to get he's going to take that ball, and that's going to probably go back to about the 15-yard line. No, they're going to spot him at the 11. So he's going to break even at the line of scrimmage. 4th and 11. 1 minute left to go on the clock here in the third quarter. It looks like they're going to kick it. Rios is coming in.
It looks like Donovan is going to kick the ball. Rios the kicker.
We haven't seen this many times this year. We've seen Rios put several PATs through. I think this may be his first attempt at a field goal here. 4th and 11, though, or 4th and goal, ball on the 11-yard line, though. Big task for the Dons. Snap held by White. That ball is going to squeak in barely. It's going to hook left, but it's going to go through just inside that left goalpost. That's going to be the first field goal, I think, that we've had kicked in this new era of Doniphan football, correct?
Yes.
That is going to be the first field goal. So the Dons are going to put up 3 instead of the typical 6 for a touchdown, and that's going to move the score to 11-38. Don's going to trail by 27 here with 32 seconds left to go in the third quarter. We're going to take a 30-second pause. We'll be back with Doniphan Dons football.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're for road trips. We're for covering as much ground as possible on 2, 4, or 18 wheels. We're for drop tops, T-tops, classics, cruisers, pickup trucks, and dump trucks. We're for displaying Missouri plates like medals of pride. Have you ever hit a deer? Yep, we're for you too. We're for getting stuck behind a tractor on a 2-lane highway. And if you're a Missouri driver, we have an auto policy for you.
I am Doug Green, the Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Agent, and if you're in Ripley County, I've got you covered.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back with Doniphan Dons football, where the Dons just put their first field goal through, moves the score to 38-11, 32 seconds left to go in the quarter. Nolan Zerwanka tees it up, but he slips and falls, but that ball is going to scoot out. It's going to get the 10 yards it needs. That looked like a late hit by number 54, Braden Lee. Took a shot at one of the Dons defenders. Nolan Zerwanka is indicating that the Dons came up with that football. He did get his 10 yards that he needed on the kickoff. Nolan slips right when he goes to make contact with the football, and it just kind of squirts through the line, gets its 10 yards. Some of the Dons are indicating that they have the football. Referees are coming together to meet on the accidental onside kick to see who's going to gain possession. They are going to give it to the Blackcats, and that ball is going to come to the Blackcats on about the 49-yard line. But there was a flag that came in late, and it is going to be a personal foul against the Blackcats. One of the Dons was standing there waiting to see what the referee said, and the kid just came up and just kind of hit him right in the face mask. This is going to be 2 big personal foul penalties picked up by the Blackcats this game for kind of trying to pick some fights with the Doniphan Dons. Dons doing a great job staying disciplined and not jawing back because the Dons haven't picked up a penalty, showing a little bit restraint. That's a tip of the cap to Coach Stout for keeping his boys under control and just showing up to play football.
Fredericktown, personal foul.
They're going to say that's a personal foul against the Blackcats. It's going to stay 1st and 10, though, but they are going to back that ball up. That ball was originally spotted at the 49, but that is going to back it up all the way to about the 34-yard line. 34-yard line. Blackcats ball. Burrows out of shotgun. He's got five wide, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. He's going to throw it. Pass is going to be completed. That's a great job by Trey Mills getting a hand on number 10, Ethan Flanagan. Mills slows him up, and it gives just enough time for Gavin Thompson to fully wrap him up and bring him all the way down. But it is going to be a gain of about 4 for the Blackcats. So that's going to make it 2nd and 6. And that's going to be it for the third quarter as time is going to expire before the Blackcats can get off another play. When we come back in the fourth quarter, Dons are going to trail 38-11, 2nd and 6, Fredericktown ball. We'll be back shortly.
The phone booth is your one stop for all your cell phone needs. The phone booth now offers Total Wireless, where you can get unlimited talk, text, and 5 gigs of data for only $35 a month. Need to add more phones to your account? Not a problem. Family plans are also available. You can manage your account in person or online at tpbooth.com. Come see the phone booth next to Subway in Doniphan for all your cell phone needs.
Local Sonic Drive-In in Doniphan is proud to sponsor this year's football games on KYEC. It's happy hour anytime at Sonic. Get half-price drinks and slushes all day long when you download and order ahead using the Sonic app. The crew at Sonic wishes the best of luck to the Dons this season, and remember, every hour is happy hour at your Sonic Drive-In on Washington Street in Doniphan. Your local Sonic Drive-In.
And ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready to start play. Fourth quarter. That's good. 12 minutes left in the game.
All right, here we go. Back at the start of the fourth quarter. 12 minutes on the clock. Burrows takes a snap out of shotgun. He throws right. I think that ball was trapped, but the referee on the sideline is going to have a hard view at that. We're going to see they are going to give it to him, and they're going to spot that ball on the 41-yard line. And that pass is going to be complete.
The ball for Fredericktown.
They didn't.
That was Hennon.
That's wrong.
Yeah, something's not right there because that ball.
They set it on the 10.
That was 2nd and 6, and I don't think the referees are going to catch it. That ball should have been at 2nd and 6, and it looks like the referees let the play start with it 2nd and 10, and so that pass completed. Should have moved the ball another 4 additional yards, making it about 3rd and 2 right now. But currently, the Blackcats are at 3rd and 6. So let's see what the referees decide to do. I don't remember where the ball was down on the other side before we changed halves. And the chain gang over there didn't catch it either. Okay, so the initial spot was correct. Where the ball was placed was correct, but the chain gang had the yardage correct. So the first chain guy had set the ball at the original spot. So it's gonna make it about 3rd and 2. That part was correct. So they're going to get the ball on the 41-yard line. That part's correct. 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3. Burrows is going to take that out of shotgun. He's going to pump left. He's got a man down the middle. He's got 2 there. He's going to make that ball complete to Malachi Kyle. Kyle's going to high-step his way all the way inside the 5. Malachi Kyle, wow, what a great run. Caught that ball at about the 20 and dragged Gavin Thompson about another 8 yards, just high-stepping his way all the way towards the end zone. A great run there by Malachi Kyle. Great run. Great throw by Burrows. Couldn't say enough about that play for the Blackcats, and that's going to give them the first down, and it's actually going to be 1st and goal. Looks like the ball. Actually, I think that ball is. That ball is going to be on the 6. So 1st and goal, ball on about the 6-yard line. Once again, a great run there by Malachi Kyle after the completion from Burrows. Burrows is going to call the timeout, though, as he looks up and there's only 1 second left on the play clock.
Fredericktown calling the timeout. They get things put together.
That means the clock's going to stop at 10:54. The Dons do trail by a score of 38-11. It's 1st and goal, ball on about the 6-yard line.
Ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to be sure.
We knew coming in tonight that the Fredericktown Blackcats were going to be a pass-heavy team, and I was kind of worried about it initially. if that was going to be their offensive scheme. I had looked at their scores before, and they weren't completing very many passes. Burrows wasn't taking very many looks downfield. He was trying to go for the short completions and was having a hard time getting his momentum going. So I thought maybe the Dons were going to have a great opportunity here to keep the Blackcats out of the score column. But the Blackcats average about 21, 24, 25 points a game, somewhere in there, and they're well above that season averages. They've got 38 in the fourth quarter with just a minute and 6 seconds have only ticked off here in the fourth. So the Blackcats doing a great job offensively moving the ball, and most of that offense is coming from the air. Malachi Kyle has done a great job running the ball out of the backfield, but not nearly as effective out of the backfield as Burrows is going to the air. Cats are going to pick up another 6, and that's going to make it 11-44 here in the fourth quarter. Burrows, I will tell you the personal opinion as to why the Blackcats have been so effective here tonight, and that is Burrows' offensive line giving him all day to look and try to find some open receivers, and he's done a great job of doing that. 2-point conversion again is going to be taken straight in by Burrows. He's going to take the snap out of the shotgun, and that's going to be the 5th time tonight that Burrows has had that 2-point conversion where he's taken that ball out of shotgun and ran it straight up the middle. And I would think that if they score here again, that's probably the same thing we will see because the Dons, there's been several times tonight that the Dons haven't even got a hand on Burrows as he comes through the line to convert that 2-point conversion.
Ladies and gentlemen, I do want to let you know to save your bottle caps.
That is going to be a 35-point difference here in the fourth quarter, which means we will see a running clock. And before the ball even gets teed up, we're now under 10.5 left to go in the fourth.
Stadium or around town to help support Doniphan sports programs.
All right, now almost down to 10 minutes here with the running clock in the fourth quarter. Number 30, Joseph Price has the ball teed up. Trey Mills, Jordan White back to receive. Price kicks the ball. That ball is going to be fielded at about the 35 by number 16, Ben Rule. Ben's going to try to go right. He's got a little bit of a hole, squeaks through, gain of about 5 there on the return. It's going to be 1st and 10, Doniphan ball here.
This is going to make it 1st and 10 for Doniphan.
I'd love to see the Dons put up another touchdown here. The Blackcats, like I said initially at the beginning of the broadcast, are 1-6 on the year, but they have played some tough competition, a lot like the Dons. Their big win came over Herculaneum, I believe, but they have played some other big schools, Central Park Hills, DeSoto, a lot of good established football schools, and it looks like they're going to come away with their 2nd win here on the year.
Passes, maybe a lateral, but incomplete.
Not quite sure what we're going to say happened here. Jordan White took that ball out of shotgun, turned and spun to Trey Mills, but if they don't rule that a forward pass, it hit Mills right in the stomach and popped out, but was Mills in front of Jordan White. And they're going to say he was not, and so that is going to be ruled a fumble.
And that's going to
be Fredericktown ball now, 1st and 10, and they're going to take over on the 40. So, if you're new to football and you're just tuning in because you like watching the Dons play, what happened there is Trey Mills is going to be stacked up behind Jordan White. So that's technically going to be considered a lateral, not a forward pass. And when that ball came out, it was live, and the Fredericktown Blackcats fell on it and are going to take over now just inside the 35-yard line. Burrows still in at quarterback. He's still got 5 wide, 2 to the left, 3 to the right. Burrows looks left, pump fakes, got a man over the middle. He's going to hit him. That's going to be Malachi again, and he's going to high-step his way into the end zone for another 6 for the Blackcats, moving the score now to 52-11.
Was Malachi Kyle. Burrows the quarterback.
Malachi Kyle and Burrows and Malachi Kyle have hooked up. That's got to be number 4 for Kyle on the night. Since I'm going by myself, I'm not keeping stats. Keith Bowman not able to be with us this week, so I'm having to go solo. And I bet anything here Burrows is going to take the snap and try to run it straight in. And he does. And once again goes in untouched as the Dons are going to give up another two-point conversion. And the Dons still have not keyed on that play. He's done it every time. That's 6 for 6 on the two-point conversions for the Blackcats as Burrows squeaks in without being touched again. Running clock here, 7:21, 20, 7:19 now. And the Dons trail by a score of 54-11 here in the fourth quarter. We're going to stay right here for the rest of the ball game because with that running clock, it should go here pretty quick. We might take a break if there's a timeout, and we might stay here. I'll let you know.
Jordan White, number 33, Trey Mills. And they're bringing the game ball out to set up for the kick.
And I bet Price is going to tee this one up. Let's see, is that number 30? Yes, it is. Number 30, Joseph Price, doing the kickoff duties tonight for the Fredericktown Blackcats. Price steps it off. He's 7 yards back. Comes running forward. He's going to put the ball into the air. It's going to be a short kick, fielded at about the 20. That ball's going to be fielded by Jordan White. He's out to the 25, to the 30, to the 35. He's going to meet a wall of Blackcat defenders and be brought down at the 35. So a run of about 15 yards for White.
Able to get yardage, but brought down by Fredericktown. That's going to set up 1st and 10 for Doniphan. They're going to place the ball on the 35-yard
Once again, running clock here in the fourth quarter. Got 6 minutes left, 54-11, fourth quarter. 1st and 10 for the Dons.
That wasn't 25. That was change of possession. It's too late now.
White under center. Puts Gavin Thompson into motion. He's going to hand it off to Alonzo Rios. Rios breaks out the left side. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. Makes one miss. He's going to wind his way down to the 25. A great run by Alonzo Rios. Big gain. The Dons are going to move that ball from their 35 all the way down into Fredericktown territory at the 25 on a great run by Alonzo Rios. Rios makes the first guy miss in the backfield, has a hole, a good block out in front by Alex Harris, and Rios, probably one of the quicker guys on the Doniphan Dons roster. Him and Trey Mills are probably the two quickest, and Rios is probably a little bit stronger than Mills, is able to bull his way down to the 25. Dons knocking on the door with under 5 left to go in the fourth quarter. White's going to be under center, Harris behind him. Ben Rule in motion. Pitch out to fake pitch. It's going to be a keeper by Gavin Thompson. Thompson's going to roll right. He's going to get the first down. He's at the 10. He's going to be pushed out of bounds at about the 7-yard line, and he's going to go way out of bounds.
Pushed out of bounds at about 7-yard line.
And that ball may have wound up in the woods. Nope. Thompson's going to pick it back up. He's good.
Going to be against Doniphan, they indicate.
And a flag down in the backfield.
Was it delay game?
Let's see what the call was that came out of the backfield. That's either going to be a holding. The indication from the referee at the 30 is that it was still no call. And here we go.
What is that? What is that?
I'm not sure what signal he just gave us here. But it's going to make it, what, 1st and 15 to go. Still didn't get a call from the official. They're going to say that was an incomplete pass. It's going to be passed out to number 45, Zerwanka. Zerwanka's going to push it forward, still trying to bull his way forward.
The receiver able to gain some yardage for Doniphan.
Looks like the Dons and the Blackcats are getting a little chippy down there. The Dons need to do a great job here. I know they have to be frustrated trailing by 43, but the Dons have done a great job all night of staying quiet while the Blackcats have been a little bit mouthy, a little bit pushy. The Dons need to keep their heads on their shoulder here and keep composure here. There's no need to get involved in this extracurricular stuff. 2nd and 9. Ball on about the 24-yard line. Harris out of shotgun, rolls out, rolls left. He's got a man open. It's going to be tipped by Gavin Thompson and then almost caught by Alonzo Rios, but that ball is going to fall to the ground. And it's going to make it 3rd and 9 now with about 3 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter. Dons trail by a score of 54-11. Third and 9, Dons should be passing here. Harris is going to take the ball out of shotgun. He's got Jordan White on his right. Sets Alonzo Rios into motion. Harris takes the snap. He drops back 6-7 yards. Nothing there. He sees Gavin Thompson in the end zone, and he's going to well overthrow his man. He had Gavin Thompson on the right sideline at about the 1-yard line, and Harris is going to throw that out of the back of the end zone. It's going to make it 4th and 9 now. That ball did wind up in the woods. For those of you that haven't been to our field here in Doniphan, Missouri, the Brummett Stadium at Griffin Field. Wow, interesting move here as the Dons are going to try to kick a field goal. That ball's going to be at the 30. So Rios is going to try to put a 42-yarder in. Kick is up. It's going to be well short. That's going to give Fredericktown. It's going to be short and right. No chance for that ball to go in.
The field goal didn't quite make it, so that's going to turn over the ball.
That means it's going to be Fredericktown ball here with 1:30 left to go here in the fourth quarter. I'd be surprised if Burrows comes out to take any more snaps on the night, as his team's sitting comfortably up 43. In comes, looks like number 16, Lane Sykes. Is probably the backup quarterback, is going to be a sophomore. That's going to take the QB duties here for the Blackcats. Let's see if they stay in shotgun, which they've ran almost all night. It looks like they're going to. Also in number 25, Tristan Casby is a senior, but listed as the backup running back in behind Malachi Kyle.
And timeout, Fredericktown.
Play clock ran down pretty far on the Blackcats, so they're going to have to take a timeout here. 55 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. We're going to stay right here, and we'll just do kind of some summaries, and we'll get that out of the way because as soon as we come back, that clock will continue to run, and it'll be over probably on a play, maybe two, depending on what happens. Well, the Dons are not going to like this when they go back to look at some game film. Coach Stout will probably look at that film tonight, and the Dons will probably take a look at it next week, and they're not going to like what they see on the pass. That's going to be pretty much the big difference maker tonight is that the Blackcats kind of did what they wanted to starting about the second quarter on with the Dons secondary, with Burrows targeting Malachi Kyle for 4 touchdowns, maybe 5. Like I said, I'm not keeping stats tonight since I'm by myself. Skies is going to take the ball out of shotgun. He's going to hand it off, though. He's going to miss his handoff. He's going to have to keep it himself. He's going to run that for a gain of 10. He's at the 40. He's pushing more. And he's going to end up being brought down by number 33, Trey Mills, after a big run, gain of about 20. Clock is going to fall within the 26. Let's see if the Blackcats go into victory formation. They won't even have to take another snap. They'll just let the time run out as the play clock's at 24 and the scoreboard's at 15. So they're just going to let the time run off. They're just going to let the time run out. Once again, the big difference here is the fact that the Dons secondary was kind of blown up quite a bit tonight by the duo of Burrows and Malachi Kyle. Those individuals hooked up 4 or 5 times, like I said, not keeping stats, so I missed out on just how many touchdowns that Kyle had. But it was almost the exact same play every single time that Burrows was running. Malachi would be stacked up on the left side, and he would run a little post, and it would be open almost every single time. So the Dons are going to really have to improve their protection in the secondary. The Dons do put up 11 points on the board, but they are going to fall short, well short of the 54 put up by the Blackcats. This has been Dalton Pennington. I appreciate you guys for listening. I've got a little bit of a sore throat, so I'm hoping that wasn't too annoying for you. I hope you were able to stick with us all the way through. The Dons are going to fall now to 1-7 on the year as the Blackcats now of Fredericktown improved to 2-6. The Dons are going to pick up the loss here by a score of 54-11. I appreciate you guys for listening, and we'll see you next week. I believe we're going to be at the radio. Is that correct, Matt? Yes, we're going to be on the air. I don't know if he's going to broadcast that on YouTube as well. We will let you know. Keith will be back with us, and that game is at Scott City, I believe. Scott City, yes, that game is at Scott City. So we'll see you probably about 10 minutes for kickoff, so about 6:50 on 88.3 KYEC. This has been Dalton Pennington with Doniphan Dons Football. You guys have a good night.